What is up, guys and girls? Welcome to the channel. And today I am feeling kind of down. Like I'm trying to figure out where I can belong. You see, for the last week, every day I just buy my packet of eggs, probably a couple of them per day, and work on Uber and make a video. But I think that's a problem with a lot of us who are always on the go and don't really have a home base. It's kind of like you always eat in different places, you're always trying to travel to different places, trying to find that right place that feels like home. And I would say that is probably one of my biggest weaknesses, is just being comfortable with where I am in the moment. There's been so many times where I've moved from one place to another, not even giving it a full 24 hours, where I'm like, nope, I'm out, I'm going back to where I'm comfortable, and not even giving maybe a certain location, a job, I mean, even just like a meetup with someone, the chance. However, if you're always bouncing around place to place, then you're never going to feel actually comfortable with where you are at the current time, nor where you just go back to where you feel like you're comfortable, because there's a reason why you wanted to leave, and then you just feel uncomfortable there, so you want to leave again, but then you get to where a place you want to be, and then you're uncomfortable where you are. So I remember last year, I was in Tahoe, and it had probably been about 10 years that I've been in that area, and I was like, I'm ready to leave. I was currently in my car thinking, I can't go through another winter, and I have to get out of here. So I planned on going to Boulder, Colorado, and I had gotten a job, I had gotten a place to live, a storage unit, I had gotten a hitch on my car. Everything was dialed in. I was ready to head out of Tahoe, to leave. I had canceled my storage unit in Tahoe. I had gotten the U-Haul all set up. I had invested money in getting the wiring for the car to tow the U-Haul, and I drove the 16 hours to Boulder to get there, only to feel so much dread that I had just done it. Where am I?
Home.
That I basically unloaded the U-Haul trailer, did a couple random errands, like mailing off some stuff I didn't really want to a consignment shop, and just wallowed in my own self-misery, that I just decided to leave and go back to Tahoe. And I left everything in the storage unit in Boulder. I had gotten there at probably 10 a.m. and I left Boulder at 10 p.m. I couldn't give myself even 24 hours in this area to try to explore, see what's there, check out the opportunities, even do one day worth of work, which was for the Amazon Flex. I just felt totally out of place, and I was like, I can't do it. I gotta leave. And I went back to Tahoe, and I just felt dread there. It just followed me, where I could have given Boulder, Colorado a chance, stuck it out even just a couple of days to see. But just that mindset of, I've got to get out of here, and then you get to your place and you're like, I've got to get out of here too. And that really messes with your head, because eventually you're like, I don't belong anywhere. I'm curious to know if anyone else feels the same way. But one of the reasons why I've stuck in California now for a while is I know if I leave far away, I'm gonna feel that massive amounts of just homesickness. Wanting to get back. I think that's why San Luis Obispo is nice, because I know I'm only 6 hours away from Tahoe, where it kind of feels more like home. And I'm not that far away. Initially, it was tough. And I came down before, and I spent maybe 2 days before I was like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get back up. And I don't even know why. That place ain't leaving. It ain't going anywhere. But like, there's just this stress that comes with anything new, like a location. I think with work, where I'm living, all of that is kind of pales in comparison to where I feel like I'm calling a place home, because I'm always thinking like, this place over here is home. No, I need to go over here. It's just on this Rolodex changing. And when I came back from Colorado, it was even this time period of like a year of, why am I back here? What have I done? Hating my time there, but yet unable to leave. It's this double-edged sword that you're too comfortable in a location and you just get stuck and you can't get out. Granted that where you go vastly depends on where you can make money as well. So if you go to a new place, I guess, in my own defense, if I don't think I'll make as much money in that area and be able to afford to just pay everything and be able to live, then that's just an added stress. And I just fly back to where I know where I can make a stable income. One of the most important elements that I need to keep remembering is know thyself. I know that my ADD will kick in the hyper gear. Whenever things change, I'll be like scrambling to try and get out of this like scenario that my brain tells me is literally life or death. And I just need to calm down, find a nice quiet place, do some meditation, stretching. And sometimes I can get out of that funk in an hour. Sometimes I gotta go into a gym or grab my yoga mat and go someplace, put in my AirPods, find a quiet place, and just stretch and meditate.
What we do here isn't just exercise, Josh. It's a church where we max out greatness.
And sometimes it's 2 hours, which the first 20 minutes is so brutal, but after that, things really start to come around and I can put things more into perspective.
With each breath, visualize yourself making it through the day without taking a nap. Remember, you've pulled all days before and proven your resilience.
But it really takes a lot of time and really mental effort to get there. And I'm feeling that today, where I'm feeling like I gotta run, but I know I've just gotta chill out, go on a hike, something to kind of calm the nerves back down and bring myself back to reality. Now you might be thinking that I make these videos for all of you out in internet land, but joke's on you guys. I make these for my own therapy, to get my own thoughts and emotions out and not go insane. But I do really appreciate all of you watching, liking, and subscribing if you feel like that's a choice you'd like to make. But today was just kind of a video I kind of wanted to just make a story about how I just have been jumping from place to place, not really being stable in any way imaginable. And I need to realize that for myself. Maybe a few of you guys out there too have felt the same way. You know, even your hometown where you're like, do I belong here? Maybe you don't. Maybe there's opportunities elsewhere that's actually better. And my only advice is, if you do end up leaving for a place that has more opportunities, you're probably gonna feel like crap for at least 3 weeks. I would say 3 months, until you feel like you're at home. And just realize that the challenge is gonna be there to adapt to wherever you are, a new job, a new place where you're living. It doesn't matter. This stress, trauma, all of our baggage we carry everywhere we go, and it doesn't matter. It could be paradise, and we'll still find issues and problems because we just bring it all with us. We never leave our issues at home. We just pack it up into a suitcase and we just carry it along with us. We could be in Disneyland, paradise, and it don't matter. But perhaps all of us feel the same way because maybe we aren't even meant for this world. Maybe we're for something greater than ourselves. Whether you're Christian or agnostic, there's probably something up in the heavens that we strive and we long for. Something beyond this planet and this life and these physical, weak bodies that just kind of hold us down from our true potential. Alrighty, this is just the last shot. I'm just gonna see how well my made up cat's paw, whatever, over the microphone works. The wind is just blasting past me. So I'm gonna end it here. I got my 3 miles on the hike. So life is good. We'll see you guys tomorrow.